Hello everyone, and welcome to part 4 of Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I feel like this way will work. We need to go to Dungeon 2 immediately, because that is the next thing we need to do. You can get like a heart piece in the swamp, but it's not worth my time. I guess I could... why not? I'll go get the like ice rod and stuff right now, because that's the other way from the swamp, which is down here. I kind of know this map. I do not have a clear picture of how this map like works in my head, but like I know like if I see that, that means I'm here. But I definitely don't know this map as well as I know like Ocarina's map, which I absolutely know like the back of my hand. I know that game. I know that game's map. So I probably beat Ocarina, the standard Ocarina, 200 or 300 times at least. And randomizers probably another 100 or so times. Though I'm not sure if I'm too eager to let's play that, because I actually recently have not been liking that game very much. I don't know what, it lost its magic for me when I learned there were other good Zeldas. Okay, I need to throw bombs. Hopefully that gets one or both of them. Nope. Come on. Okay, we got one. Go up, come on, no. Get that one? Okay. Feel like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go. So this guy, I was talking about the thieves in the other video. This guy gives you 300 bucks. He gives you a lot of money. Like, why? I wonder, like, why does he give me money? Doesn't... There's no reason to just... I mean, maybe he, like, stole it and he doesn't want... I guess he is a thief. Oh... That makes sense. He's like dumping it on me. But I'm already a fugitive in this game. In this game, I think you're like a fugitive because they what do they think? They think you kidnapped Zelda, or you like ran away with Zelda as her boyfriend or something. I don't remember what the lore of this game is exactly. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I'm not like a story-driven gamer. I'm very much just like, I like it because of the gameplay. Story is secondary for me. Now I like a good story game. Like Ocarina is a game that I definitely like a lot because it has such a depth to the plot. I think this game definitely has more of a plot than like Zelda 1 or 2. Zelda 2 especially, in my opinion, is very loose with the plot. I guess like, but the whole thing in Zelda 2 is like, if you die, it spells the return of Ganon, and that's why it's game over, return of Ganon, and he has the Punch-Out laugh. Punch-Out would be a fun LP game. I'm good at Punch-Out. I can beat Mike Tyson. It's a great NES game. If anybody has not played it and is looking for a new Nintendo game to play, Punch-Out. I also like DuckTales. DuckTales is a great NES game. I'm trying to think what else. I tried to beat Contra, but I couldn't beat it. I'm too bad. But I beat Zelda 2, so at least I get some, like, you beat a hard NES game points. But I didn't think Zelda 2 was, like, as hard as people try to make it out to be. Like, it's definitely difficult, but I would say that it is not the most difficult. There's probably even harder Zelda games. I thought Zelda 1 was just a nightmare the first time around. I gave up. And mind you, this was after I played through Zelda 2. I gave up on Zelda 1. So, do with that what you will. I thought that game was just impossible the first time I played it. And then I got the motivation somehow and just decided, like, I'm just going to play this until I beat it. And I remember my first playthrough of Zelda 1 had like 218 deaths or something. It was crazy. I can beat Zelda 1 without dying at all these days, but obviously with like the medicine and whatnot. Okay, I got the piece of heart. Forgot to mention, I'm coming here to get a piece of heart, and then we got to go to the dungeon. But yeah. So on the topic of more. Let's talk about more NES games. I like all the Marios, including Mario 2 Japan and US. I think that the worst of those is definitely Mario 2 US, but I don't dislike any of them. I think that despite the fact that it's the worst, it's like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And Mario 3, I mean, that's just like platforming perfected. You want to know what's not platforming perfected? For that, you got to look at Link Faces of Evil and Wanda Gamelon. It's like I feel like you couldn't intentionally make a game with worse platforming physics than that one. But anyways, we just used the Book of Medora to open the dungeon, and now we are doing said dungeon. So I think what you do first, damn it, what do you do first here? You get, so the item, I gotta think about this for a second. The item is at the bottom, and then you go out last. That's the last thing you do in here. The big key is in there. No, the big key is way over. The big key is to the right, and there's no. Okay, I know what to do. You go into here, and then you go all the way to the right, and then you come to the left and then leave. That's what you do. I always like don't think about it before I play these dungeons, and then I go into these like crazy wild goose chases where I don't know what I'm doing. So throughout this playthrough, obviously besides Dungeon 1, because that one's a joke, but I'm gonna be like probably taking a little bit of time to think about like, is this actually where I need to be at? I know that you go up there first, but I couldn't quite remember exactly where to go here, but now I do. The big key, and then just kill everything in here. Come pass. Nice. Kill everything in here and it unlocks, and then you dash up and do that. Epic avoidance right there. That was professional gameplay right there. Unbelievable. Not really. Most players of this game can probably do it better than I can. I do not claim to be, and I am not good at this game, but I like it. And at the end of the day, doesn't that really matter most? Like, I'm sure you got one guy who just, there's one guy out there who really likes Link Faces of Evil or Zelda Wanda Gamelon, and he'd be pissed to hear what I have to say about it. It's not, I think that the games, at least, you know, because I just said, like, what? I didn't even get the item, did I? I didn't get the item. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Well, I gotta go do that, but what I was saying was, I think that the worst thing about Link Faces of Evil, which isn't even the only bad thing, there's also the fact that it has no story, which I think is used a lot against it. The story is just so stupid, I can't even remember it. I don't think you should give that game the time of day unless you're trying to have a laugh. Personally, my personal opinion about the matter is that it's just kind of a joke. If you want a CDI game that's decent, there's this game called The Apprentice. Not the show with Trump, but it's a platformer, completely unrelated. And there's some other game, I don't remember what it's called, but you play as like a sheriff. That game's pretty decent. See, but with the CDI games, you don't get good. And it's not like, I'm talking like good in like a traditional sense. I saw my mic peak there, I'm sorry. Sorry for headphone users here. You don't get good in the like traditional sense with CDI games. You get like playable, because I remember I heard something about like somebody talked to or did an interview with one of the like developers for Faces of Evil, and he's like, yeah, this console is just like hellish to develop for, and we tried our best, whatever. But yeah, I mean, definitely not a good console that I would not recommend you buy unless you really want it for some reason. Stop shooting at me. Unless you really want it for some reason and you have the money, or you have nostalgia for it, and you know you'll have a good time with it. I have two CDIs actually. I have one that is completely broken. I bought it on eBay, and it came in disrepair. It was just destroyed. I think it was partially the seller's fault because it was packed just extremely poorly, but it was also Amazon's fault. And I think he got some compensation from. Did I say Amazon? I meant the shipping carrier. I think I said Amazon. But it was just not a good situation. And then my dad got me one for Christmas, like a few months after that, because it was before Christmas, which I thought was nice. But I don't have the good CD. I have like the CDI 210. The other one I have is actually a pretty good one. But we got to fight the boss. I don't remember what this guy is called. I do not like this boss one bit. Really annoying in my opinion. Damn it. Alright. I might die here. Wait, no, I have 2 fairies. I should be fine. Alright, we got... Hey! Please don't kill me. Please don't. I just want to have peace with you guys. You guys are so cool. You... whatever the hell you are. I gotta lock in. Hey, yeah. Damn it. Shoot. Oh, you can like spin like way before. That's kind of. Do that. Yeah. I don't want to die, so I'm gonna. Hurry up. Even though I wouldn't like actually die, I don't like having that screen play. I'm not sure if the spin attack even does more damage to these guys, honestly. Alright, come on. We can do this. Alright. GG's. If I had just taken a little bit less damage, that would have been fine. But yeah, we did it. We got the heart piece and the shit from this dungeon. The heart piece and the power glove, I think it's called in this game. You won the pendant of power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is inside. Holy shit! Go for the last one. And in the next part, we will work towards that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.